Dad's like, Lisa, how the fuck did you know? Because now he's believing me now, right? Because April time when he was treating me so fucking badly, I told him someone was gonna die. He didn't believe me, and then I told him with the suit, because I told him whatever they pick, he's going to like, right? And he didn't. And then that happened. So then when they came back from suit shopping, he said, them pick an ugly ass suit, and he said mom and him didn't agree on the suit, right? So then they went into the store and they said the first one. Hold on. When they went to the store to buy the first suit, he said things were breaking, right, or something broke or something. So he knew something was wrong, right? So then he said when he went to the next store, because him and mom didn't like the one they were choosing, right? And then him and her go alone. I don't remember what they had to go pick up something else, but he said they walked into another store because they didn't like the first suit everybody agreed on, right? Or didn't agree on. I don't remember who was. I wasn't there to tell you who was there. Um. So they walk into the. As soon as my mom, he said, as soon as mom walked into the next store, he said they saw the suit. It was that suit, and they bought it, and that's what they burnt him with, right? Um. And then when he came back to tell me the story, because he was saying, Lisa, how did you know? And I was like, he's talking to me in my fucking. I'm interacting with the dead. What do you mean? How the fuck do I know? Fuck. He said the perfect suit was waiting there. And the way he's describing it to me is how things happen for me here, like with the sock there, right? Because like they knew, like there's certain points in time where I feel like I gotta go somewhere and there's something waiting for me to go pick up, right? So this happened. I wasn't this I never sensed until I was downtown and I knew I had to come get this. It happens so frequently. I keep telling you guys this, and they're not listening to me. So them picking up the suit is the same type of feeling like when I had to do this and when this stuff here, because they come constantly to tell me like what's for me, right? So it's like, this is why I don't believe in human greed and shit, because what's for you will come to you, right? That's why I like sharing on what I have, because what's meant for me will come back for me. What's mine will come back for me, right? If you do share shit's gonna come back to you. That's what the cyclic feeling thing. Them don't fucking believe anything anyhow. So then that's the suit they end up getting. So he believes me now. But this time I couldn't tell him the next dream I had now, right? Because that was the main one that happened as soon as he died. Every time there's a dead person, I have an immediate dream after, because the first person they come to talk to is me. Because because when Grandpa came to see me, he's like, "Oh my God, Lisa, this makes so much sense now." And I was like, "I'm sorry I couldn't tell you when you were alive. Why are we having this conversation now when you're dead?" Fuck. There's a lot of people now when they die, they can't come and see me now, right? My dad being one of them, because when he dies, I'm not allowing him near me. If you have any fucking problems, go find someone else to talk to. I have more bad memories with my parents than with my grandparents, right? So, anyhow, that was the first one, right? Because I was specific. I told him whatever suit you pick, he'll like, right? And he said it was so weird. The first store they didn't like the suit and something broke. And he said when they went into the next store, he said it's like the suit was waiting there for them. And he said dressing him and everything was easy. I was like, I told you so. Why you gotta keep making me repeat myself? I'm wasting energy talking now. Fuck. Ugh. So then I didn't get a dream after. Like, I like my grandpa though. It's just like he's not he's not coming to see me while I'm bleeding. And every time he coming to see me, like, it's important. There's no like nonsense conversation, right? It's just like to the point. So I was like, yes, can we get to the point and move on? He's not here for like, right? He's not here to just lounge around. It's just like, here's the business, get to it, done. I was like, oh, good. People think when like there's dead people around, they come to haunt around, but they just come to like, they have like their requests are so simple. This is why like old people, young children, and dead people, like they're to the point, and animals and stuff, because all their needs are to the point, right? Like if you look at the children, it's like their needs are really emotional based, right? So they want you to like satisfy their emotions. When you're and like a old person. Old people just want company, right? They want someone to chat with all the time with, right? So their needs are simple too, in the same manner. Pets now, like animals and stuff, they like you have to feed them. That simple desire is there for all of these. This is why I like. And then for the dead, they always have something they need. So like he came back to tell me about the suit nonsense. So it's like, right, it's simple stuff like that, which is why I like being around them. And I hate most fucking people because they're never to the point that way, right? Like I like to the point stuff. Anyways, okay, he came back. Fuck, I should have wrote down the date and time for this because Dad's not gonna believe me. But I told Mom. Mom might remember when, right? So after I don't remember when. It had to be after the funeral. So after the Saturday, somewhere between Saturday till now, right? It had to be between Saturday till the 25th because I didn't have any dreams or anything about him since Christmas or anything. Yeah, so then he comes back again for another dream now, right? And I feel like it's like the final one. He only came back for 2 or 3, I guess, if you're counting the first 2 as one. I don't know. So now this is like the second, third time I'm seeing him now, right? He shows up now and everything's good now. He's all happy. He like everything's like he's at peace now, right? I can see this now. And now he's telling me, right? This is the final message I have to relay now, right? So I need to tell this to Dad, but he's not there. So I tell Mom because I know eventually, because she can't keep a secret, she'll tell him eventually, right? And I'm probably gonna fucking forget. So then I tell her I saw him in my sleep and I saw he liked the suit they picked, right? He likes the suit that they picked, and I told her he's showing off now. He said, I never looked this good and this rich. Oh my god. So I was like, because him coming to see me, it was fun, right? It felt like as if I was talking to him back about like guys and things now, right? His energy's back to that way, right? So now he's telling me, oh, I'm gonna show off my fancy suit, and he said because he knew a lot of people. I was like, how many friggin' people did you know, man? Did you know like half the planet? Like, he said he saw my mom cry at the funeral and he said he'll fulfill her wish because she said she needs someone to help us out, but she doesn't know what's going on with me, and that's why I'm here now. One of my terms in my spirit contract is to fulfill whichever she wanted, right? So I'm here doing my best fucking doing that, okay? But I can't tell her that because I don't want her to believe me, and then I don't want her to they're relying on me too heavily. Like I feel this fucking pressure and I fucking hate it. Anyhow, so he said he'd fulfill her wish, right, to help us out, right? Because he heard her, right? And I'm telling her this, and I'm telling you guys what I needed to tell, what I need to fucking tell my dad now, right? So the suit, showing off the suit. He said he'd help her out because he knew so many people. He said there were people over there. I guess because a lot of people died before him. He was the oldest one we knew, right? He said he would send them to come help us, and he said, he can't help Dad with work like how Grandma does, right? He said he can't help him there. But he said he'll come visit here frequently. And I asked him why, because I looked at him in like a little bit of horror, because I was like, no dead person comes here without an offering first, right? I was like, why are you coming here a lot? Like what? He said because it's quiet here, right? And I was like, ah, shit. So if I don't want you to show up, I gotta make a hell ton of noise. That's not gonna happen. Fuck, I'm not a noisy ass person. Fuck. So Mom looked at me too. She's like, oh fuck. So now she's cleaning the house even more now, and my allergies have been going off too. Fuck. We'll get back to that nonsense too. So I told her he's gonna come and visit frequently because he said it's quiet, right? Because Mom's like, why doesn't he go visit his favorite kids, right? Why is he gonna come visit us? We never spent time around him. And I said it's because he said it's nice and quiet. There's peace here, right? There's no peace elsewhere. I told her when he goes to see the rest of them, it'll probably be when it's quiet, right? And then the last thing he told me before he went Oh no, hold on, 2 more things. After that one, the next thing was he said when he goes to see all these people to send help, right? Because that's what mom wanted. He said he's gonna show off to them. He's gonna show off his suit, and he said he's gonna show off the accomplishments of his, because he was poor in life, right? But he felt rich with like the family dynamic. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like we didn't have money, but we had what we needed, right? Like we're not poor in like in an important sense. Like I can't explain it. It's like you don't need things to be happy type of a thing. Like I don't know how to explain. So he said he's gonna show off his suit because he's like, look, I look so damn rich. And then he said he's gonna show off the accomplishments of his kids because he said he's proud of them and like where they're going with things, right? Even though he might not have told them when they were alive, he said he's gonna show that all off to everybody else he meets. He's gonna be like, look, my kids can do this, and your he said he would show off the grandchildren too, but he said he can't do great grand because he said they're too young now and they're probably gonna change with all the nonsense going on now, because I can sense that too. So he didn't say anything about them. And plus they're noisy right now and he doesn't want to do it. So he said he's going to show off all of us, right? Because he said, even though I was poor, I had everything, right? I didn't have no money, but I had everything I needed, kind of a thing, right? And then last thing he said before he left, he said, when people die, then put the picture and then they put a candle and a flower or whatever they're gonna do, right? So he said he didn't say anything about the candle nonsense, but he said because I told mom he'll be here frequently, and she said, is he gonna be in the house? And I think no, he'll be outside, right? I mean, he could come in if he wants, but I don't think they want dead people roaming about the place, right? So he'll be outside. But I told him, he said, if you want him to come inside the house, he didn't say anything about the candle, but he said the flower you're supposed to put, he said it has to be one we grow, right? He's showing me his hand, and everybody's hands are bigger than mine, right? So he's showing me this big flower in his hands, and he said, you to put that there when I show up, okay? Or whoever I send to come help, so they'll know this is right. And I was like, okay. So now I'm telling mom that it's either one big flower, or if it's like my hand, it's probably like a few small flowers you put together and bunch up, and then it looks like one big flower, right? So he said it has to be one we grow, right? That's what he specified. And then he left, and I haven't seen him since. So he's probably busy doing everything. His energy's real strong right now because he's breaking shit. You know what I like too when he showed up too? He's like, Lisa, he didn't ask me if I was scared or anything. He's just like, oh, this is normal for you. And I was like, yeah. I have to deal with this bullshit on a daily basis. What the fuck? I hope he comes back again because I want to ask him, like, how the fuck do I get through to dad with this shit now, right? I'm supposed to tell grandma now too, but I'm so pissed at her with the last conversation we had that like I don't even know where I would begin without fucking bursting into tears. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, that's what I told her. She told everybody else. I think that's the first time dad heard anything. So when we went back now on the 25th, I think, I don't remember, somewhere around then, the first thing dad asked is who dreamt about grandpa, because he said when they were at the house, he said they heard like somebody was in the house. They were so freaked out. They're like, oh my god, the fucking house is haunted now. And I was like, I'm low-key kind of enjoying this. But at the same time, it's like, it's karma, right? I was like, you're getting what you deserved. If you didn't act like such a jackass, you wouldn't be so scared right now, right? Anyhow, I didn't like that too. When I fall asleep in that house too, it feels like there's a lot of people going in and out of that dead things going in and out of that house. But he didn't believe me now, right? Until he fell asleep in that house, he's like, why the fuck is it sound like there's more than just me and your uncle here? And I was like, I don't fucking know. You know what I found weird too when I was at the funeral? Normally, there's more spirits than living people in the room. But this time around, I didn't really sense any spirits. It was mostly people. And I was like, this is the first time that's happened. That was really, really weird. There was barely a spiritual presence. And I was like, wow, I just have to focus on the living people in the room now, right? Okay. So anyways, yeah, I guess because they were all freaked out in the house, he's like, any of you dream about Grandpa? Because I don't know what the hell is going on in that house. And me, because I'm keeping it a secret and I don't want anyone to know that I read. Or I don't want anybody to know any of my fucking business and cause me more fucking problems. I don't say anything, right? But then mom goes off and tells everybody everything. I was like, fuck. And then I felt my aunt's energy change because she knows something's up here now and I'm not saying something, right? And she relays back everything I said to you guys just now. But I don't know if she said everything or not because I was so irritated at that moment. I was like, somebody fucking put me out of my misery and end my life right here. I'm done. So probably when Dad gets back, he'll probably want me to go more in depth. But I don't know. Because this is something they'll never encourage. Like, they'll never tell me, oh, like, this is my God-given gift. Well, I didn't really get it from God, but he let me keep hold on to it. But, like, they're not going to encourage me to keep going with this, right? Even though my whole life been like this. So that happened. I don't know when they're coming back today. Which is a good thing, because I can record for as long as I want until I gotta plug in the phone. So we might get, like, a tilted video again like last time. The rain's easing up now. That's the last thing I predicted for them before a thing. My mom asked me too, because when we went the other day too, she asked me if Grandpa was there. And I said, yeah, he was there at one point, because I feel his energy's like back. Like his energy. Remember I told you when I explained, like, I could feel my grandmother's energy in the room because it's like silent. It feels like everything went on quiet. My grandfather's energy is different, right? Like, I can't explain it to you, but like when I was young and I used to touch him, because it's like I told you, it's like listening for heartbeats. Like, I know there's something there. I just can't explain to you how to, like, what I'm sensing here, right? So it's the same way back now. Like, I can feel his energy amplified a little bit more, and I can feel he's there. He gets really pissed when they ignore him, but you can't really blame them. They're all spiritually weak. What do you expect? Oh, man. I can't describe to you what I can sense it, but I can't explain to you what I'm sensing here. His energy is warm. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, her energy was like sound. His energy is like hot and cold, right? But I only feel, I can't explain it to you. Dad's energy, because the kids' energy always run from the parents, right? His energy is a good mixture of the both of them, because I can't hear him, but like his energies, he had to get grandma's energy. I don't know, because Dad's energy is heavy as hell. Anyways, are we done talking about funeral shit now? I'm tired. It's so exhausting. I know you guys don't drink the liquid, but like I eat everything. Anyways, yeah, that was my prediction for the dead. I'm not going to encourage anything, even though this is where my life path's supposed to be. All the stuff that I'm good at, because my dad's like, how the hell are you struggling so much to do things? Because I can do things that they can't do much quicker, and I'm struggling to like go on that path. I was like, God doesn't want me. Like, I can't tell him this because he's gonna say I'm talking sheer shit. But he's not gonna believe me because God told me I can't do what you want me to do, right? I'm not here to please you. I'm here to help you grow as a person, right? And if I talk back to him like that, he's probably gonna beat me. Fuck, like, I can't. I'm in a lose-lose situation here. I can't. Because he's gonna, like, everybody who looks at me is like, Lisa, you have so much potential. What the fuck are you doing? And I was like, if God doesn't want me to do it, what the fuck do you want me to do? And the stuff I'm supposed to be doing, they're preventing, they're in the way. You guys are the fucking obstacle. What do you want me to do? So I have to live my life fucking aimlessly and in the dark like this. They'll never help me with anything. But I kind of like that now that Grandpa's dead, he's on my side now. Like, to have a relative and a dead spirit at that be on my side makes me feel so much relief. Like, I feel so good now. Because I know at least someone on the other side is at least fighting on my behalf, right? There's someone on that side that's at least going to defend me. Because now that he's dead, he can see everything that's going on now, right? And he said, Lisa, you can see this, right? And I was like, yes, like, can you help me out here? Because them fucking pissing me off. It was so good to know when he showed up that he acknowledged that I'm on the right path. And I was like, oh God, thank you. I was like, when God comes here to tell me stuff, like, I always feel upset because no one's going to believe me. But at least he's there now. I told them to prepare for a funeral since the start of the year and they never fucking listened to me. Because if it wasn't his, it was going to be mine, hers, or my dad's. So I already know what's going on. But I have to keep the information to myself now, right? I told you guys I can see lifespan, right? So now, like, I'm, like, the time I'm using here to talk to you guys, I should be, like, prepping in case he goes next because it's less than 5 years. Most likely, if I don't prevent what's happening now, I lengthened their lifespan as long as I could. Because Grandpa was supposed to die closer to when Grandma did, but he got put off for another 3 years because I thought he would be, when he came back to talk to me, he'd be mad at me for doing that. He's like, why did I give up my lifespan to lengthen his, right? Because I don't want to live long. I was like, I like having I like, my lifespan's always been short, right? If I shorten it more, who cares, right? So I thought when he came back, he would yell at me for doing that. But then after, like, he understood why I did that, right? So I did the same thing with Dad now, right? So they're technically supposed to be dead already. But I gave up some of my lifespan to help them here now, right? So I know, like, less than 5 years now, he might go just now. Which is a pain in the ass because none of them want to live long. And then they complain to me like, oh, Lisa, you're young, go do shit. Like, fuck them, fuck. So now I should be prepping for this. So, like, maybe Grandpa might come back and talk to me about this, but I'm not going to tell anybody about it now, right? Because this is the second warning now. First warnings, I told you guys the first time because the spirits already told me gather photographic proof, right? I'm supposed to do that. This is the second time now. Well, technically, this is the third time now because the first time was when I knew I lengthened his lifespan. Then the spirit came to talk about this, and now dealing with this again now. So this is the third time or so I'm dealing with this energy now, right? I wish Grandpa would come back and help me with this shit. He's probably busy though. When we get to that point, probably next year, the year after, he'll probably come back and see me. At least he has the decency not to come see me when I'm bleeding. Thanks a lot, Grandma. Jesus. I got to meet Grandpa's brother, you know. If I tell Dad I want to go live with one of the relatives in New York, he's gonna get pissed because he said all of them have no good intentions. He's gonna be like, you want to go live with those awful people? Because they always have an agenda when they go anywhere, right? They don't go anywhere without a reason. Dad got pissed at me that one time too, because when Grandpa was still alive, he asked me if I wanted to stay there with them. And I said yes. And Dad looked at me so hurt. He's like, what the fuck? And I was like, I prefer to go. I've already suffered enough with you. I'd rather suffer with him now. But he never let me stay over there. If I had stayed over there, though, I would have noticed the shit going on there. He probably could have lived, like, at least another 2 years. And I was like, fuck, man, fuck. Well, but whatever. It worked out the way it did, right? And he's having fun over there. He's chatting it up with all the people over there, showing off. Oh, my God. He's going to show off our garden to them over there. I wanted to tell him so bad. I was like, you know how many summers they stole from me over this shit? You know how much of my time they took from me? Like, I have so many gripes I wanted to tell him. Like, Jesus. It's nice to know he's on my side, though. Oh, yeah, the other thing, too, because Mom asked me why I didn't cry at the funeral. And I told her I had that dream. I was like, Grandpa showed up and he said the one thing he liked about me is that I never cried, right? Even when I was a kid. He said, because you can't hear when I'm there, right? He said, this kid doesn't make any noise. I freaking lost. You can't tell I'm in the room because I don't make noise, right? He's like, unless you call for me and I don't respond back. Cause that's what he said in my sleep. He said the one thing I really liked about you is that you never cried, right? Because it's always the quiet and the peace and quiet type of thing. So he said, when I go to the funeral, he said, make sure you don't cry, right? I'm gonna be upset with you. And I said, okay. So I didn't cry at the funeral. There was no need to cry because I have no bad memories with the man, right? I might have gotten a little pissed that he spent more time with the others than with me, but like at the end is what mattered the most, right? Even when Thanksgiving, we were watching TV, he's like, I don't know why the hell I'm here. I was like, I don't know why the heck I'm here either, man. We're in the same fucking boat. He's on my side. That's all that matters. That means I can shut out all the nonsense I'm hearing and act on, because... He never yelled at me for not being able to cook. I think he was a little irritated with my allergies because Mom's got us fucking cleaning nonstop and I'm allergic to dust, right? So I start sneezing and I feel blood keeps coming out. Like, I hate when we have to... They always they make me go and clean because you can tell when the room's clean when I stop sneezing, right? Then they're like, oh, the room's clean. Lisa's, I'm either dead or my allergies, fuck. That should be fucking negligence, guy. That's not fair. Anyhow. Yeah, I think the only thing he had, he was probably irritated with me was my allergies. I can't control that. What do you want me to do? Because me sneezing is me letting him know, because he's like a clean person, right? He doesn't like anything dirty. And for me to sneeze is indicating to him that there's something dirty, right? And that would piss him off. It's just like, what the heck? Breakfast took me an hour and a half or so to consume. Nobody's keeping track of that, right? That took so long. What else did I want to talk about now? What was I just saying? Oh yeah. He told me not to cry at the funeral. But I think the only thing that irritated him with me was the allergy thing. I'm pissed though because he could have lived to at least 91, 92 if dad had let me stay in that house. But now, like, what are you gonna do now? Them all happy for him to die. They're gonna split up all his stuff, and I don't know what they're fighting over now. The most valuable thing I got from him was his time and his non-straightforward answers. Always pissed me off. I was like, every time I used to ask him a question, I was like, you can't give me a blunt answer. Like, come on. Yeah, I wish he would come back now and help me with what's going on here now, because I really want to start. I want to get, like, dad won't let me leave from here, right? So I want to get my passport and travel around the place after I've dealt with here first, right? So I'm kind of hoping he'll help me out here because a lot of our relatives are in the States, and I wouldn't mind going there and then hopping back to the motherland and then cycling back here. But I don't know how that's gonna work. He'll help me out as best as he can, but now I gotta start prepping for all this shit because all this shit's gonna go to shit when I'm dealing with other things. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be in the middle of doing something else, and then there's gonna be circumstances that I can't control that are gonna force me back to deal with other shit. Anyways, yeah, he said he's gonna visit a lot. So if you guys see things move around or break or some shit, I don't know if he'll be in my room. But I know for sure he'll be downstairs for sure. If he comes in the house, he'll be downstairs for sure, and he'll be outside. So if you guys see stuff move or some weird shit happening, it's just grandpa. Just don't don't bother with it. Anything else I gotta say about the funeral before I go? I'm gonna move this shit out first, and then we can deal with what we were dealing with before, right? So pretend none of that shit happened, but I have to tell you guys what's going on. Yeah, I'm taking too long, but I want to take my time because I don't feel good today, right? I've got 3 phones on me right now, so I'm using my phone to record. I need this phone to talk to you guys with, and I have mom's phone there in case dad calls because I don't want he's not gonna call my phone. Anyways, I saw you guys Christmas stuff. This is so cute. I'm sorry I can't celebrate Christmas with you guys because I'm dealing with sheer shit, but like, this is so cute. When did you guys get so fun? I don't remember you guys being like this. What the hell? Okay, let's clear out this shit now, and I'm done talking about funeral shit and family shit and traveling fucking shit. Oh, okay, let me move all this. I can finally dispose of these fucking cereal boxes now because I have like no more use for them now. Oh my god, please don't fall over for the love of God. I'm kind of curious about the next spirits he's gonna send to come here because it's gonna. I don't know how I'm supposed to. Because I feel like when I talk to people, I come off really rude, right? So it's like when these like strange dead people come here now, and I gotta address them. I was like, I hope I don't like. I don't come off ill mannered. I was like, fuck, what am I supposed to do here? Okay, I'm gonna have to make 2 trips. So don't miss me too much. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta move the kettle first. And then come back for the trash. You know what I hated? I couldn't plug. Okay, so this one's got the ground pin, right? I'm testing the kettle right now because mom said it's broken and it looks like it's working fine to me. Otherwise, water would have leaked out here. But anyhow, This is the ground pin, right? And the plug I have here doesn't have the ground pin plug. So then I grabbed the extension cord, but it also has a fucking... So I had to plug this into the wall and then plug this into this. Okay, let me come back. Let me put this away and come back. I don't want to move about so much, man. Okay, don't miss me too much. I'll be back. Oh, I just ran up and down the stairs really quick. Now I feel kind of dizzy. It's 10:50. 10:51 now. Okay, before I get too comfortable, I should probably take down the Christmas sock, and I'll tell you guys what I've been seeing here now. Anything happened while I was gone? You see any? I don't like leaving the door open too, because I don't like them thinking they can walk in and out as they please. I told you guys I'd leave this up till like the 28th, 29th, and today's the 27th. So I fucked up here. When I said I'd pour the energy there, I only meant human energy, and the spirits are fucking abusing. Because I didn't specify it enough. I got more spirit requests than human ones, so I was like, fuck. That's on me. And they were a little irritating. Anyhow. This feels like an oven mitt, guys. Okay, I'm taking this down now because next time we come back, I'll probably put the lights up there. Tonesy will help me. I just gotta figure out how to do it properly. Because I got the tape happened to be blue too. So this is wall safe tape. Wall safe tape is to put on the wall, right? It happened to be blue. So, and the lights are blue. This is really weird. Why the fuck? So I gotta deal with that just now. Okay, I'll come back to the sock thing. Okay. Should probably talk about my hands. You guys watching my nails? This is the rose gold one. Christine, if you're watching, I got the rose gold one. Hey. I've already talked for like 2 hours and 40 something minutes here. So I'm not swatching today either. I'm not in the, I can't really do that today. When I come back, I'll take this. So hold on. I did the same thing I did with the concert with the funeral now, right? So for the concert, I want to wear Jeffrey's lipstick. And then for the funeral, I want to wear your nail polish, right? Because the rose gold one came and I was like, let's try it, right? So it's here, right? I have it. This is not my favorite one. Look at this. I ordered the rose gold one with the gold and the silver one, right? So I have all the medals here with me, okay? And then I got the stickers too. But I'll show you that when I put that in there later because there might be there's another I need the other set. Anyways, yeah, I bought them and the rose gold one is officially my favorite. Now I understand why it doesn't fit in any collection. This is my polish now. I'm claiming this one as mine. Okay. It's so pretty. It's my nails, but better. Like, okay, so when I saw it online, I was like, it looks good, but I don't how good it'll look on my nails, right? Then I put it on, and I was like, oh my god, this is my nails, but better. Like, it's so much prettier on my hands than it was in the pictures. Like, it's coming off now because when I put it on, like, we came home late that night from the funeral thing. And I had to put this on quick to go back in the morning, right? So this is the first time I've done. Church said it was weird because he said this is the first time he's seen my hands all like this because I never do just one color, right? And one polish too. And I was like, this is like my favorite one. I put it on my hands. But when I put it on, because I was testing it, I didn't know if it'd be as nice. Because I was half asleep when I was putting it on too. It was like 3 in the morning, right? And I was like, fuck, I need my hands to be proper before the funeral. Oh, this had to be Friday, Saturday. Because the funeral's on Saturday. So it was Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, right? So I had to put this on quick. So I didn't really get a chance to look at it, but until I got to the funeral, I was like, oh my god, my nails look so good. But I didn't put it on properly because I was like, I'm just testing it. I didn't want to wrap it right or anything yet because I was like, I don't know how I want to use it yet. I just saw it come and I was like, I need this. So I took off the other polish and put on this, right? And this is now my polish. This is my favorite thing ever. Let me get closer. This is Lisa's polish now, this rose gold one, but it's seasonal now, right? So now I don't want to use it now. It's absolutely perfect. I fucking love this color. No one's gonna complain about it. And it's like, I can put it on my bare ass hands without it like staining. I don't like that. Now your new polishes are staining the nails. They never used to do that. This one's not gonna stain, right? And it dries quick because it's a top coat. And it's just so pretty. Oh my god, this is my polish. I finished my hands in like 10 minutes. I gotta cut my nails though. You could see my ugly ass nails coming through. But if I cut off that, the polish will come through so nice. Yeah, but now I gotta worry about like using it now, right? Because I was like, I'm gonna use up this bottle because this is my polish now. This is gonna be mine. Look, like my nail. Why do my nails look so nice? And all I did was this. Fuck, I wish I had a spare swatch wheel. I could have put that on there. I didn't expect it to be so good. I was like, it looked good on the pictures. I put it on in real life and I was like, why is this 10 times better than I thought it would be? Just letting you know I got it now, right? We can't deal with this today. I'll come back. We'll come back and swatch and things later. I don't have the energy for it now. But I have everything there. Oh yeah, the last thing I want to tell you. Next year, whatever the first collection box stream is, I'll make sure to comment. So make sure you see. I'm only telling you that because your guardian was there that night. The morning when I woke up, he went like this again. Like he reached out for my hand and he went like this. So all the spirits approve. It's spirit approved. People approve. Lisa really likes this color. Okay. This is the second time he's doing this. The first time he did it was when I had the sand one on my hand because I asked him at that point, your guardian doesn't speak. So now I'm thinking like, does your spirit only sign language now? Now I'm confused. Anyways, I think what he meant by swatching was this stuff, right? Because I told him he'll probably be here when I do the collection box there, right? Anyhow, yeah, this is the first time he did this was when I had the sand shade on, right? Because I asked him when the first time he was here was, and he did this, and I was like, that time when I was vlogging, right? I was like, were you there? He said he was there, but he said it wasn't the first time. And I was like, oh, it had to be way before. Because he said I didn't notice he was there. And I was like, because your energy's so good. Would you expect me to... He's not a distracting spirit, which is so nice. Anyhow, yeah. He approved. He came here and he did this. And then he said he'll be back. So I was like, okay. At least he understands I'm dealing with shit. So he'll be back later. So that's nail stuff I'll deal with later. That's next year problem. He'll be here next year. I wanted to talk about the podcast because you did the trolley problems, right? I watched it a while ago, but I don't remember. But the one I really want to talk about that I like vaguely remember. Everybody's got PTSD from these fucking trolley problems. Anyways, the one I really wanted to talk about was the one with the rich guy. Which is the one with the rich guy? This one? I can't remember which one it was. You gotta give me a second here. I thought this was fun. This was a good podcast. I want to talk about this. Where's the one with the rich guy? Because there's things you guys missed here that I wanted to